And now, on with the show.
Welcome to 4 Movies, where I will be discussing 4 movies, and then we'll talk about them, because the 4 movies have something in common. Well, what they have in common, I know, but do you? If you do, say it before I say it at the end of the video, or nobody will believe you. It's funny because I was just thinking about, like, not yesterday's video, but the video before that. That was like 5 videos, or 5 movies. Yesterday's video was 5 movies, and then the video before that one was 5 videos as well. So you guys getting some extras, aren't you? And the proverbial guys, you know. I feel as if I have a problem convincing people to watch The Boys, because they're like, just a bunch of boys. No, there's girls that are in The Boys. It's just the name of the group. Guys, I can't wait for the new season of The Boys to come out, though. I'm looking forward to it. It's one of those things where you can sit there and go, it's good storytelling. Like I said, it's shock and awe, but once you get past the shock and awe, it's actually some pretty good storytelling. So you just got to be prepared for the shock and awe, that's all. A lot of people aren't prepared for that, and so it's like, once you understand the comedy, or you understand what it is, then it's easier to get it. It's like if you go into a Quentin Tarantino movie not knowing what a Quentin Tarantino movie is, then you probably might not enjoy it, because you're not getting you might not get what you expected to get. Whereas I heard somebody's like, dude, have you seen that new Quentin Tarantino movie? It's just a bunch of talking, bro. Like, that's what Quentin Tarantino is good and does, a bunch of talking in his films. There's a bunch of dialogue. So I was like, dude, have you never seen a Quentin Tarantino movie before? Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm just babbling on and whatnot. But that's what I do. And I enjoy doing that about movies. And we're going to go ahead and do this with movies as well. Now, for this collection, because the video before I went into this video, so if I was to do just the videos on this page, then there would only be 3 movies. And even though the last one was 5, and one before that, whatever, was 5 as well, I don't want to do 3. That'd just be odd to me. So for the first movie, let me just go ahead and put The Science of Sleep in. If you haven't seen The Science of Sleep, it is an interesting movie, and interesting to watch because it's unique. It has such a uniqueness to it, and it's really fun to watch because of its uniqueness. Kind of like Akira, where Akira is like one of those things where, like, I'll revisit Akira every so often and be like, maybe it got less weird. Maybe it became like less weird of a movie. And it's like, nah, it's still the awesome level of weird that it always is, and it's so great. But anyways, Science of Sleep. Now we're on to our next movie. And the next movie has been sweeted. If you remember that. Be Kind Rewind. The sweeted edition. Because basically there's people that work at a movie theater. Not a movie theater, sorry. They work at a video rental place. Man, I would have loved to work at a video rental place. Matter of fact, I wrote a 50-page story about a character that works at a video rental store. So that's pretty cool. And probably after I do all the physical media stuff, then I might try, like, I've been looking into like AI art to try and, like, I read the story, and so you have like a pictures coming up as I read the story, or do like a audio type deal, like an audio story of that, because it's like, other than that, it's like, I don't know how to get published, and I don't know how to go all about that. Like, I love writing, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I don't know what to do about that or how to get that out. And so that's the one way I'm thinking about getting it out, is basically reading it and doing it kind of like as an audio book on the videos for the YouTube. But anyways, Be Kind Rewind is basically they work at a video store, and then they have one of the guys ends up getting electrocuted or something or another happens to him where he becomes magnetized. Well, he walks down the aisles, and if you don't know, like in Fight Club, when they run these magnets over, you can't do that with the discs and stuff like that. But back in the day, you would run. There was these magnet things that you could run across, and it would basically erase the VHS tapes. And the guy gets magnetized, ends up walking through the store, and erases all the tapes. And so they have to make sweeted versions of the movies, and so all these movies they have to make their own little versions of, and the people respond to it. It's so good. Like I said, I would like to do that. Like I said, I'm making a movie right now, and if I had endless amounts of money, like I said, I think it'd be awesome to own a theater and just have like $5 movies all the time, and it's like in-house movies. Like you buy a place that used to be like a Cinema 6, then you have 4 theaters that are showing movies, and then you have 2 theaters that you convert into stages for making the movies. Or you could have live theaters events as well. I think that could be really awesome. I'll show you the place I would want to put that later. That's a different video I have that set up for, but I'll tell you the ins and outs of that later right now, because I don't want to get too distracted, because we're supposed to be talking about movies. Okay, ADD? But the movies get erased, so they have to make their own versions, and the people respond to it, and then they get into it. And there's a jazz singer or something that they make a documentary about, which is a real guy, I believe. And that's pretty cool to have that integrated into the story. So, yeah. Then we go to, bam, movie number 3. Saving Silverman. With the great Steve Zahn in there. And the guy from Full Metal Jacket, who was also in The Frighteners, which is my favorite Peter Jackson movie. He, like the drill sergeant in Full Metal Jacket, and he's like the football coach in Saving Silverman. It's so funny, like the way they play it. And the star is Jason Biggs, I think, the guy from American Pie. I think a lot of people have seen this, but it feels slept on. It's what it really does. Like it feels like I wouldn't be like, what? You've never seen this movie? If somebody was to say they've never seen this movie, but people who've seen this movie, yeah, it's super fun. It's well played. And basically, what it is I like how they integrated this thing about Neil Diamond. Like the guys are friends, and they had a Neil Diamond cover band. It's a weird thing. It's like Forgetting Sarah Marshall had the stuff with the puppets and stuff like that, and it was like this. It's part of it that's put into the story, which just, I guess, deepens the character development. It's like right when you see it, oh no, okay, all right, okay, and then they use that later on, and then Neil Diamond's in the movie. Sorry, spoiler. And super fun movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out if you like comedy. And then, and I totally forgot to say what the movie's about. The guy's trying to save their friend from this like not good for him, from a toxic relationship. Essentially, they're trying to save him from a toxic relationship. It doesn't seem toxic at first, but it's like, yeah, it ends up, yeah, it's toxic. Anyways, bam, last movie, Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. Destiny, which has a really good Ben Stiller cameo in there. I think he looks so different. It's like you're not used to seeing him with the hair and stuff like that, and he works at a Guitar Center. He's like, let me tell you about this pick of destiny. You notice that they were all playing the same pick. It's because it's the pick of destiny. And I'm not doing it. I'm not doing an impersonation. Don't get me wrong on that. I don't want you to sit there and go, man, that was a worse Ben Stiller impersonation. I'm not doing impersonation. That's pretty much just what he says. But stay hydrated out there. It is hot. Currently, during the recording of this video, it is summer. But such a fun movie. So fun. We're going to wake up at the crack of noon. And do stuff. Yeah, get your training done. Fun movie if you haven't seen it. It's basically there's a guy and he finds out he wants to be a rock star, but he finds out as he's looking through all these rock, like he's looking through magazines and stuff like that and archives and stuff like that, and he sees that they all seem to have the same pick. It's like, why are they all using the same pick? Well, this is an enchanted pick. It's the pick of destiny, and wild stuff ensues, and you get a really good comedy out of that movie. I believe that I've rambled on enough, and we have come to the conclusion of this video. So if you don't know what these movies have in common, it's okay. I'm about to tell you. Science of Sleep and Be Kind, Rewind were directed by the same director. If you didn't know, it's okay. Not everybody pays attention to directors. I do. Because I'm currently making a movie. It's also, okay. Okay, if you've watched this far, you're awesome. Stay awesome. Let me go tell you this. If you want to be anything with patience and persistence, you can achieve all your goals. Okay? And let's say you want to be something. Look at someone who has made success in that and try to model your success off of that. I'm not saying sit there and go, you want their level of success. Use what they did to get up the steps to get you up the steps in your own way. But it's good to have a mentor or someone or something that you can look at, or kind of guidelines, for your success. Definitely don't be somebody who's like, they were just walking in the store and they were like, hey, here's $1 million. That's a fluke. That a lot of other people have had that happen too, but through hard work and perseverance. Anyways, the videos, the same directors, but also Be Kind, Rewind. Oh man, the ADD is just attacking like crazy tonight. The Be Kind, Rewind and the Saving Silverman are today, and the Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. All-star Jack Black. So, Jack Black is in all of these. Also on Be Kind, Rewind, there's a scene where they're like, the cops come up and they're like, what's going on here? And they have painted on shirts and they stop. And right when they stop, they shine the light and it looks just like the background. It's such a cool little thing, and I'm like, oh, it's awesome. And then Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. I think my favorite song on there has got to be Storm the Gates. That's just a super Storm the Gates. It's great. All have the Tenacious D songs in there and stuff like that, which also has Jack Black in him. And yeah, fun movie. Dave Grohl's also in there, so that's cool. Anyways, I'm gonna be doing a video a day till I get a silver play button or a gold play button, and come watch with me. Like, subscribe, tell a friend. See you tomorrow.